You're tired? I'm not really tired. I actually slept well. I actually slept well for once last night. It was great. Kind of needed that. Oh, took the nice day off. Slept well. Oh. I mean, when in Rome, I guess. Why not?
I always deliver.
New hero Freya's already here. In the training range. Just from my morning routine warm-up. Quick dash, updraft. Passive bounty. Every 3 final blows, gain bonus ultimate charge. Minor perks. Oh yeah, I forgot the other perks over there. Slow your momentum, take aim with high speed, explosive bolt. Hey, wait, what's the things on the bottom? I don't remember what those are. Oh, that's the three. Oh, that's the passive.
Double kill.
Oh. Ah, okay. So every 3 final blows, you get extra ult charge. That's what that is right there. Then the ult. A boom.
Next.
Updraft. This is a new character? Yeah, and playtest this weekend. New playtest this weekend. Oh yeah, I probably should say... New hero.
Greetings Winton, still waiting on the Warframe mark. It's definitely not so I can try to snipe and troll or anything clueless.
Ah,
anyway,
yes,
wow,
surely
30
not.
months, that's a long time old.
Going up.
Surely not, right? Surely not. You would never do that. Dude, you get like 25 extra ult charge for the 3 final blows. That's crazy. Boom. The left clicks don't do a whole lot of damage though.
Easy enough.
6, 7, 8, 9 left clicks to kill a target. Maybe because his range fall off? Nope, 9 left clicks. That's a lot of left clicks to kill one target. I'm guessing because it's supposed to be the right click.
Upgrade unlocked.
Yeah, right click, boom, 2. Ah, still 3.
Never stood a chance.
Huh. Hit the bot, not the ground with the ult. It does a little more damage.
Double. One less to worry about.
Yeah, all the headshots. I guess you're hitting all headshots. Critical health enemies revealed to you, or enemies hit by 3 regular bolts in quick succession are slowed by 20% for 2 seconds. I see the frost effect. Wait, what?
Keep this fire burning.
Okay, now we're off. Is it bugged? Does it only apply once? Huh? Okay, ready? 3 shots. There's the slow. Wears off. 3 more shots. Nothing. The hell? Okay, then it did apply. Oh, so it's got a cooldown on it somewhere. I wonder how long the cooldown is. Slow effect. 1, 2. Okay, so there is a small like 2-second cooldown. That makes sense. Didn't do as much damage though. Probably because of the mobility.
Mess with the best.
Definitely a super high high mechanical skill character. Direct hits with take aim, refund 4 automatic bolt ammo, or updraft grants temporary free use of quick dash. Oh, those both seem pretty good. So direct hits with take aim. So if I go... Oh. Oh my god, wait a minute, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Direct hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Direct hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Direct hit. 3, 4. Holy shit, wait a minute. Wait, that could go crazy if you're actually insane. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. 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 Like you never have to reload.
I never get tired of this.
As long as you're hitting your bolts. Damn, that was my first reload. That's crazy. And I get 2 dashes as well. Whee! That's pretty cool. Very, very high skill cap character for sure, though. Thanks, Unforeseen, by the way, for the 30 months. Appreciated. Get a kill with the left click, you also get a right click back. You don't have to reload that. Really?
I'm on fire!
No shit.
Whatever it takes.
It doesn't feel like it's that much quicker though. Like, yeah, it is quicker, but minusculely quicker. It still reloads even while you're left clicking. So if I'm spamming my left click, the right click still comes back. Whee! Updraft reloads right click anyways. Does it? Hang on, I'll try it.
Don't mess with the best.
No, I think that's the regular timer. Looks fun. Weapon sound is crazy. It is kind of crazy. I didn't expect to be going over this stuff this early. I saw there was a trailer too. I haven't watched the trailer yet. It's the left shift that refreshes it? Is it? Oh, it is! Oh my god, wait, the dash is reset?
Yo, yo.
The right click? Hang on, wait a minute. Alright, that's kind of disgusting. Especially with the perk. Hang on, with like... Okay, I just kind of switched to spamming buttons there, but holy shit, you could actually go crazy. Wait a minute.
I've got a reputation to keep.
Even you have to actually hit things. You can't just shoot the ground. But if like you're actually hitting non-stop shots, that's kind of bonkers.
Double kill.
That was my first reload. That was my first reload. And I was literally just pressing all the buttons I could as fast as I could. God damn. That's what the power is? Yeah, that's the power, I guess. What are the small triangles for? So the small triangles are ult charge for final kills. So if you get 3 final blows, you get 25 extra ult charge. So I don't know if I have them already stacked up. Yeah, see, I had them already stacked up since I used my ult, and now they're gone. It gave me instantly 25% ult charge after I ulted. So, even if I build up my ult, they stay. They stack. Okay. So now I got my ult. Okay. Now I have my ult, and I got 3 final blows since I built my ult. So next to my ult, boom, I'll instantly get 25% ult charge. Onto the next ult. That's crazy. No, she's not hit scan. Oh, the right click might be hit scan, actually. No, it's not. It has travel time. Not hit scan at all. Did I watch the story time yesterday? I did watch the story time yesterday. Well, it wasn't yesterday. Wait, no. Oh, no, wait, was there something else yesterday? No, if it was yesterday, then I didn't watch it, no. I watched the, little hero cinematic they did. Oh, there's a new one? Oh, it's a comic? Ah, I'm not normally a huge fan of the comics. Nothing against them, just, that's just not something I'm super interested in. Oh, it's a gameplay trailer, it just shows what you're doing at the moment? Oh. Okay, well, I guess I don't need to watch it then. Oh, there is a lot of spread, actually, if you spam the left click.
I'll keep this fire burning.
Also, you can just hold left click. You don't have to actually click it every single time. I was clicking it every single time. I now realize I don't have to. Yeah, so it's got some spread to it. It's not a crazy amount of spread, though, but a little bit.
I never get tired of this.
Yeah, if you probably just tap it, though. If you just tap it every time, yeah, you're gonna be pretty much perfect aim. But like, who wants to actually click every single shot, chat? Wouldn't you rather just be lazy and just hold left click? Come on now. Has she only played yet? Yeah, the hero trial just started, like literally right now. So you could. I'm just hanging out on the train range because this is how I always start my streams. Oh man. Oh. Oof. Dude, I think I need to start stretching in the morning, chat. I'm starting to feel tight in the morning a little bit. Oh, what's up, Void? Is there fall off damage? Fall off damage? I actually couldn't tell if there's fall off damage. I don't think so, actually. 4, 6, 8, 9. No. So there isn't. No fall off. 9 body shots is a kill. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 on both. Yeah, the individual bullets don't do a whole lot of damage. No, they don't. But like, you can actually just non-stop shoot. It's kind of crazy.
Women holding hands emoji.
WDDox.
Women holding hands emoji. Women holding hands emoji.
In the 19 months. And Enter Hacks. Thanks for the prime. So it requires some skill. It requires a lot of skill. Requires a lot of skill. You shouldn't need more ammo? No. I mean, like, you... With the perks, you can literally not stop shooting. Like, I was going over it earlier. I don't want to go through it again, but, like, the combos are crazy. Because, like, with the perks, it's... See, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I hit a right click. Boom. I have my ammo back. I get 4 shots back. If I hit a right click. So, like... 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit a right click. Dash. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit a right click. Actually, I don't even have to dash. Wait, hang on. Let's just do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. I go for a right click. I miss. I dash. I get it back again. I instantly have it back. That's probably the better combo, right? So like 1, 2, 3, 4. I lost 4 bullets, right? and then you have to hit a right click to get it back. But if I miss, I dash, I get it back. Oh, I missed again. Oh, I just immediately do it again. Got my ammo back. Which is kind of crazy. Is that normal? Yeah. That's how it's designed. That's how it's designed. And we played now? Yep. There's a hero playtest this weekend. The real question is, have you rated their death scream yet? Like you did all the other heroes.
I know you said you weren't very interested in the comics, but the latest one throws some shade at the old Blizz suits, which is pretty funny.
Really? Are you trolling me? Or are you serious? Kinda true. Am I being debated? They're right? Alright, where is it? Alright, I found it. I found it. All right, you guys, you've piqued my interest. I'm normally not interested in these types of vids or the comics. I'm just not a comic person. I like the lore, but I don't like the comics. I know that might sound counterintuitive, but by the lore, I mean like the cinematics. Personally, that's just the way it is. But the chat has piqued my interest with some very interesting. Apparently, there's some interesting things said in this one. So, fuck it, let's watch it. This is Freya's story time, so a comic that came out with Freya, who is available to be played today, this weekend.
Hi, my name is Olivia Leanderson, and I voice Freya in Overwatch 2. Today I'm reading Storm Chaser. Are you ready? I was a child when the Omnic crisis hit Copenhagen.
I'm going to turn off the closed captions because I figured closed captions plus this reading on the screen plus whenever this becomes a video, it's just going to be too many words on the screen.
My mother was a diplomat, and people looked to her for answers. Get me through to search and rescue. She was the eye of the storm. Calm, constant, consistent. We need to begin triage immediately. And through her, I learned that keeping people safe came down to a level head and a focused eye. Then deploy additional medical assistance. But I wanted to be on the
Oh, you guys got hit with ads? We can wait a minute. We could wait a minute. I don't mind. I don't mind waiting a minute for the ads to be done. I'm not restarting. That's crazy talk. We're not starting over, but I'll pause. I'll wait. I'll pause. I'll wait a minute. A charitable streamer today. No, honestly, it just delays how long I have to wait until, or how long until I have to start. Means I can drag this out a little bit longer and not have to do anything for longer. So that's the real talk. Andy with the 10 gifted. 10 subs gifted out. Maybe saved one of those people from ads. Appreciate it. Thank you for the 10 gifted subbies. Much love, dude. Appreciate you. Yo, and Ronan, thank you for the 5 gifted as well. Thank you for 5 gifted, Ronan. Appreciate you. Also, anyways, I think your bits got rolled. I don't know why, but it did. That's tough. That is tough. What's up, Shiny Hunter? Thank you for 18 months.
Saved from the dreaded ads. What was the shad thrown at Blizz suits? I missed it due to an ad before I subbed.
We're only like 40 seconds in. Zero, thank you for the Prime Appreciate it. Thank you. I think I had to shit. I thought I did this morning, and then nothing happened. And I was like, well, I guess not. And now I'm sitting here and I'm like, probably like in an hour. I think it's cooking now. Do we like that? Yeah, do we like that? Alright, ads are done. Okay, I'll go back 5 seconds, but that's all you get. Okay, you get 10 seconds. That's all you get.
I learned that keeping people safe came down to a level head and a focused eye. Then deploy additional medical assistance. But I wanted to be on the ground. In the storm.
In the storm.
Studying criminology gave me access to the latest tech. Showed me how to track and stop threats before they began. The local search and rescue team offered a more hands-on education.
Help! Help us!
I developed the tactics, the expertise to find anyone, in any place.
We're going to get you out of here.
That's
And
cool.
I discovered the rush of seeing a job through to the end. Doing something that mattered.
Over here!
I dedicated myself to chasing that feeling. After graduation, the military was eager to recruit me. She's the one you mentioned, Freya.
Oh, it
I
actually
had
does
my
show
eye on
Anna. I
bigger
was gonna say,
fish. Being a part of Overwatch's search and rescue team gave me the opportunity to take my mission further.
Overwatch did search and rescue. Also, I can't explain it, but Winston just looks so out of place here. I don't know why. He just does. I can't explain it.
Intel says they should be around here. With their resources, no one in need of saving was beyond my reach. 10 guards, 3 on patrol, 7 hostages. Our group didn't have the same cachet as those on the strike team, but I preferred staying behind the scenes. I only wanted to do my best work. Well done. We
Wait,
could
so is her
use more
whole story
level heads
like
yours, and to work and
not being in the spotlight? She's basically like, you know, the background character.
alongside the best. Many thought Overwatch was untouchable. Superheroes come to life. Freya will handle evacuating the civilians. She needs cover. Once it's clear, we take the fight to the deep-sea raiders. I knew the truth. Not everyone in the organization was perfect.
Damn it! Fall back! Hold for search and rescue. We aren't done here.
Protocols were slipping. Reyes and his team pulled the fighting into the city before we could evacuate the area. We lost 14 civilians. If not for Freya's efforts, who knows what might have... You know how complex these operations can be, Sorolu. I'm sure Search and Rescue understands these risks.
Mercy looking sad and Torb looking sad in the background. Wait.
I was doing my job.
Okay.
That was my only concern. Yes, sir. Through everything,
Oh no.
leadership told us to stay the course. Some left. I kept going. Yet the unrest seemed to grow from within and without.
If you're protecting us, why are people dying? Show us Black Watch's records. We don't need you here.
I believed in Overwatch. I knew there were
I
people
think I see
who
what you
needed
guys
us.
meant.
We're going to get you out of here.
I was so focused on my work, I didn't see the whole thing crumbling. Until it was too late. In the months of investigation after the destruction of Overwatch's Swiss headquarters, the success and efforts of the support teams, the Eco Point program, the medical research group, search and rescue, and so many more were never considered. Most of Overwatch had done everything right. It didn't matter. A few bad actors had ruined Overwatch and anyone associated with it for the world.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh! Tell us how you really feel.
DAF. Your application to the Danish Armed Forces. Ministry of Defense.
After further
your
consideration,
application.
we can.
The RCC.
Regrettably, after
Your
reviewing
application to the Danish
What?
Rescue
DK jobs near
Coordination
you.
Center.
Hiring opportunities in
Unfortunately,
your
we
area.
will not be hiring candidates. I gave Overwatch everything. My skills, my passion, my life. And it left me with nothing. Without purpose, I was adrift. Desperate. But the winds changed. And I realized I could still be of use in this new world. Freya was an ex-Overwatch operative, a name with too much baggage. So, I became Geffen. At first, I chose jobs Freya might have taken. Saving innocents, capturing criminals. But with each new job, I learned not every search is a rescue. On the dark web, I sought out difficult targets. Bounties no one else could deliver. The price mattered less than the challenge.
She became Freya
The
too.
rush I'd been missing finally returned, deepened with the thrill of the hunt. It was a second chance to take everything I knew and do something with it. For too long, I thought I wanted to be like my mother. I tried living to help the world. And the world decided it was better off without me. Now, I live for myself.
God damn.
And that's that. Pleasure doing business.
Pleasure doing business. Zelda, by the way, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate it. God. Kind of crazy. I mean, Geffen is an Old Norse name for Freya, so yeah, literally Freya too. But, like, it wasn't a joke. Lots of subliminal messaging in that one. I feel. Maybe I'm crazy. I might be looking into it a little too much. Chat might be looking into it a little too much, but I now see why you guys wanted me to watch that one. I understand now. I get it. Huh. Potentially some subliminal messaging. I get it. Get it. That was good though. It was actually very good. Okay. Cool. Cool. Sounds like a bee in the headphones. Wait, what are you talking about?
Hey Flats, love the content. Your recent video about OpenQ6v6 was spot on. I realized we are just going to circle back to the beginning, but without the journey it wouldn't be amazing. Keep it up, sir, and thank you.
See, I just wanted to plant the seeds for that conversation, give it a little water, and then walk away. Maybe it was the background of the training range. Could have been the training range, maybe. I don't know. What does her kit do? I went over her whole kit earlier. I was like, it's a little complicated, so I don't want to go over it over and over. Freya's so fun. I drew up my new favorite DPS. Then say Cassidy or Bastion. Oh, yeah, they're definitely a good time. I can see where it would be a like really high skill cap character for sure. Death Scream, please. Okay, one time.
Need to stay focused.
One more time. That one was much better. That one was much better than the first one. Okay, the second one's by far the best one.
Let's give this another shot.
Yeah, that's the juicy one right there. That's a good one right there.
Don't mess with the best.
Reporting flats are jumping off the map. Unlucky. Unlucky. That's tough.
Double
Okay. Let me see. Cool. No, I'm gonna play some, I'll play some Freya. My plan for today is I'm gonna play some Freya, and then I'm gonna make a 6v6 tier list, I think. And then...
I'm really hearing a stream, where someone's scream as they fall to their imminent death, is considered a juicy one now. That's my streamer. I'm glad we have our priorities straight.
Okay, dude. I'm probably gonna play a couple games of Freya. I just messaged D-Monk, see if he wants to play a couple so we can switch off and make sure we're getting games on her. And then I'll make my 6v6 tier list, and then we have Rivals Scrims at 6 p.m. and it's a 2-hour block. I don't know who we're playing against. I don't know what. All I know is that SK asked me if I was around today, and I was like, fuck it, I'm in. And then we have a game that's a rescheduled game at 8 instead of tomorrow. So yeah, we'll be going from there. Oh, Elon's playing customs for Freya? Oh, like he just made a lobby? Oh. I mean, that's kind of smart, to be honest with you. That's kind of smart. Do we take the risk? Do we think we load in faster than other people and we get the pick? Okay, I'm gonna keep my mouse right here. So when I get into a game, boom. Are the Q-tons worth the risk? I mean, what else am I gonna do? Don't blink. Not blinking. Not blinking. Oh, man. Ow. I mean, it also gives me more time to just hang out, to be honest. I'm still, like, half waking up. So I don't mind that much. I don't mind waiting. Blink and drink water and stretch? True. I would get up and stretch, but I can't. If I get up and leave my PC, I might lose the opportunity. I have online school today, so be grateful I'm watching your screen and not doing homework. No, I'm not grateful. Go do your fucking homework. Hey, I do not want to be responsible for making the next generation dumb. Hey, go do your homework. It's important. Come back later. I'll be here for like 9 hours. Get out of here. Shoo. Go do your homework. I like Overwatch and Rivals. I want to play Overwatch more, but the in-game currency is predatory. No single item that you want to purchase without the battle pass should cost over $50. Can you please enlighten me on what singular items more than $50? If you're talking about the mythic stuff, that's the only thing I could think of. But then that means like you're trying to buy everything every season. It's like, I feel like you created a loophole by not saying don't use the battle pass, because it's like if you really want an item, you buy the $10 battle pass, you get everything in it, then you get the mythic prisms, and then you can buy the thing you wanted. The collab is not a singular item though. Every single one of those skins is in a bundle, and the individual ones I think are like $20. So again, like I'm not saying it should be a $20 skin. I'm just saying like the person said it's $50. So like. Like, don't get me wrong. It is slightly humorous to point towards Rivals for that, because like the only thing Rivals does is it includes the MVP animation with their skins, but the prices are pretty much the same. I play game for game, not skin. Hello, Salty. Why are you marked as monitoring? Banned in J3. What did you do? What did you do? Why are you banned? Yeah, you want to see? If I alt tab and I get a game, I'm gonna be big mad. Sir. I hate to break it to you. Best perks for Freya? I've literally not gotten a single game yet. I just typed and I'm VIP. Damn, you're banned VIP. That's crazy. So Fish Cat being gifted. You must have been a previous ban. You must have been banned at some point. Mary, thank you the 12 months. I appreciate it. You know what? I'm actually a mod in Jay's chat. I can go do some investigative work. Dude, what do you mean? 9/23/22 banned. Not cap. Not cap. Just having to get unbanned. Just having to get unbanned. Also, I keep getting your TikToks of doing heinous things to poor Rivals players, and I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy them. What do you think of 6v6 with perks? You should go watch my video that was on Flats 2 then. I pretty much talked about it. Why is it taking so long? It's because of the playtest. Oh.
Traveling to New Queen. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Prepared, loaded in instantly. Boom, 4090 was spinning up, ready to go. Instalock acquired. Time to get absolutely shit on. I feel it coming. You know, I could actually abuse my streamer privilege and take my streamer mode off
Time is money, they say.
into the next game if I don't get it. That could be a strat.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Objective.
Whee! Use single PC. Dual PC too hard.
Stay focused. We have everything we need.
2 PC setup too hard.
You're built to push, but so do it. I see one.
Where are you going?
We've got the lead. Now let's keep it. Double, one less to worry about.
I don't do a ton of damage, but it feels very good. I'm gonna bowl him next time.
Hang on, fire. I am. Let's get behind the road.
Oh. Oh. Wait. Wait, wait, wait. No! Otto! Look up! Also, that cast time is a little bit longer than I expected.
Enemy over here. Rally to me.
Healing fortified.
I see one.
It really, you gotta be careful with your dashes, because your dashes is a reload on the right click too, so it's like not just movement. Oh my goodness. Oh, feels so good. Judang Vangada.
Hunting them down. Whoopsie daisy. Vi prøver lige igen.
I think the E needs to reload the left click too. It's obviously early, but I agree. I think that would feel great. I think they're probably worried on giving too many things into one, oh my god, the slow versus ball, this is gonna be evil as shit. Where do you think you're going? Oh!
Down.
Yeah, I think the updraft giving one would definitely make sense for the kit, but it might be too much. I don't know if that makes any sense. Area denied. Oh, but if I could do another one right there, oh my god. If I could have updrafted a fourth one, yeah, that might be a little too much. The right-click dash, right-click dash, right-click. If I could do a fourth one on the updraft, I think I would have killed the ball. Like, I would have deleted him almost by him myself. That might be too much.
Let them get away with this. Thanks.
Yeah, I can see why they didn't give it to that.
We've got the robot. Thank you. I'm ready to route.
Need healing. Looking better already.
Thanks.
You're a lifesaver.
Over there. The enemy is moving the barricade. Stop them.
Nanoboost administered.
Why are they all hitting me every time? Leave me alone.
Walihum Ewedic.
Last mistake.
Enemy here.
Mm-hmm.
They have taken the robot. A mistake.
Hmm.
Pop.
Move up with me.
2 minutes.
Ooh.
Upgrade.
Much longer.
That was not what I meant to do. I was trying to go for the venture, but the venture disappeared, and so, yeah, let's pretend you didn't see anything.
Look at me go.
Enemy spotted.
I'm under attack. Eyes on the target.
Fire.
I'm on fire!
Making progress. Keep
Thanks for
pushing.
patching me up.
Rally to me.
Here we go again.
60 seconds remaining.
Oh, explosion?
I'll keep this fire burning.
Missed.
Good enough for now.
My ultimate is charged.
30 seconds.
Oh, I'm cooked. Definitely a little difficult to use, but the kit feels good. Flows well.
We need to focus.
Time's running out.
Vi prøver lige igen.
10 seconds remaining. Forward spawn loss. Overtime.
Stop them and it's over.
The enemy's pushing that barricade.
Enemy over here.
Oh, that does not have a big of an area as I thought it would. It's actually a pretty small snare, which makes sense.
Walihum Ewedic.
It's Sunday.
Stay with the robot.
Nice.
Victor.
Ult is great. Yeah, I think I just used it on the venture too many times. I think if I use it on their ball, it's more of an ability because you charge so fast, like Pulse. True.
Play of
True.
the game.
If I use it on the ball a lot, I think I'd probably smoke them. Alright, chat. You know the strat? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to YouTube chat during that game. I'm not gonna be honest with you. I was kind of all in on learning the character. Are we still talking about the monetization stuff over there? Is that what? Did I miss something? Listen, man. If you're still arguing about the mythics, like if that's your big thing of like, oh my god, it's so predatory. It's the mythics. Yeah, because they're supposed to be exclusive items, right? Granted. Monetization in games is probably gone way off the deep end. But to hold it to the 50, you're saying, oh, it's $50. Well, no, it's actually 10. It's actually closer to 10 because you can get, like, as long as you're not someone who wants to buy everything in the goddamn game. But like, if you are someone that wants to buy everything in the goddamn game, it's gonna punish you for that. It knows you're a whale, right? Like, if the game knows you're a whale and you want to buy everything, it's gonna make you spend your money, right? But if you're just wanting to get here or get skins for the characters you play, or you like to play, then you'll be able to get those, right? If you want to tell them, you know, skins are $20, yeah, true. That is a lot of money for something like that. But then you also look at Rivals, and you're like, oh, Rivals is so much better. It's like, well, the one thing Rivals does with those is it gives you a MVP, which is nice. But the thing is, though, is you can't use that MVP animation on anything other than that skin. So, like, when you get a victory, or you get a MVP animation, or a play of the game animation in Overwatch, you can use it with any skin. And Rivals, you can only use it on that particular skin. So it's connected to it. So yes, you're not wrong, it is connected. You get more, but it doesn't have the same availability. So, like, the reason why it's put in a bundle is because it literally can't be used with anything else. If you want to talk about, like, the banner that's put with it, sure, but, like, Overwatch does that too, and it already gives away tons of banners and shit for free, because, like, banners and stuff are, like, not really worth a ton of money. Rivals also gives significantly more free currency. I don't know if I would go with significantly. Why Flat's overanalyzing everything? Because there's a guy in my YouTube chat that's absolutely losing his mind talking about Overwatch monetization versus Rivals monetization. I was explaining why they're actually not that different. That's not overanalyzing. That's explaining. Because I've played both. I've been doing this for years, and, like, we're talking objectively, not with emotion. Emotionally, obviously, it's going to get more out of control. But you can't explain why I'm wrong, though. You just say I'm wrong, and then that's it. But, like, if we talk objective pricing with both, like, in USD, so we have a baseline, I'm not. Like, you can't say wrong to numbers. The numbers are the same. They're actually very similar. Do you understand that these multi-billion-dollar companies have entire research and development teams dedicated to researching market rates and dedicated to researching consumer price indexes and how much they're willing to spend? And the reason why things are priced the way they are is because they've spent literally thousands, hundreds of thousands, potentially millions of dollars learning about consumer trends and how much money they're willing to spend and what is, like, the middle ground of, like, maximum market value, or how much you can get from your consumers without breaking the bank for them. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. I love how I got the whole chat going. Well, I mean, you can't back out now and be like, oh, I was just trolling, it's just a joke. But, like, I played an entire game of Overwatch and I came back and you were still going. So, like, clearly it was something you cared about. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say that, because you were still going. You were still arguing with people, individual people, not me. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of strange. And then I'm not saying you're about to do this, but if you do come back with, oh, you guys just care so much. Yeah, you know what's annoying? Really annoying? The people who make their whole personality being like, oh, things are cringe. Like, why would you care about things? Why would you be excited about something? Like, those people are cringe, if anything. By the way, just for the Overwatch 2 drops, my favorite chatter. Right there. How are you, buddy? Thank you for the big 10 gifted. Appreciate you. Hope you got your loot box drops. Thank you, big 10 gifted. Much love, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You guys like the predatory currency? Again, you have not been able to articulate how the numbers are so different, or how you're getting value so much more out of one other thing. So it's like, obviously it wasn't. Obviously it wasn't a meme because you still care about it. You're still going. You can't pull the card of I was just trolling and I don't actually care, and then continue to double back down, or everyone laughs and goes, yeah, you clearly do care, but like, because like you're wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you can't go both ways. You can't go both ways. That's weird. Mm-hmm. 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 Bring back coin bundles. Wait, what are coin bundles? I don't even remember those being a thing. I know like coins used to go on sale. What's up, Prezzo? No, you're good. How's New Hero any good? Very fun. A very high mechanical skill character, though. The 50% coin bundles? Wasn't that just like you get bonus or... Oh, actually, are you talking about the bonuses? Is that different from sales? Like they give you extra? Came from YouTube, bro is objectively claiming about skin prices while actively saying he pays for skin prices, but won't admit that the facts are behind his statement, and they're just rage baiting. Oh yeah, you're not wrong. But the thing is, though, they are rage baiting, but they do actually believe that. So it's not true rage baiting. True rage baiting is when you actually don't have any investment in something like that, and it's just like they're just saying stuff to get a rise out of people, and they don't even respond. That's true rage baiting. But like, you can tell when someone falls back and uses the excuse of rage baiting when they come back around to it. Because it's like, it's kind of like when they feel like they're losing or feel like they're backed into a corner. That's like what they'll pull. But it's like, nah, you don't actually feel like you're rage baiting. You do actually believe the things you were saying, but it feels to them like they'll get a win, because then they're like, haha, see, I was actually just trolling. You got all mad. You got all upset. You know what I mean? It's, at that point, they're no longer able to win the argument or win the conversation or have a dialogue. They're just trying to win on their own. But like, you were never trying to have a win or lose with them anyways. Like, you were just trying to explain why their position is incorrect. And you're not like trying to put them down over it or anything. You're not trying to be like, you know, you were wrong, sentenced to jail. But to them, it was all about winning the conversation. So that's why they want to win. Does that make sense? I'm in the minority. I stand with why I said I'm not rage baiting. Then why did you say... You can't flip back of talking about getting a rise out of people and then play the baiting card and then go back and then say you're not. Oh, come on now. Come on now. That just... come on now. That's insane. Huge Redditor energy from here, streamer in chat. I feel like people like love to throw the term around Redditor when they're trying to insult people when they're having a conversation about something, or if they like something that they don't like. Like if, for example, I'll use myself for an example. Like if there's a random conversation like on like a Twitter or something, and people are like, oh yeah, I like Flats, I like that guy, and people are like, fucking stupid Reddit streamer. I'm like, what are you talking about? Reddit does most Redditors do not like me. What are you smoking? But it's like, you use it as an actual, like you're using it incorrectly. That's the thing. But it's whatever. Overwatch queue times Omegle. I mean, it's mostly because of the new hero trial. Everyone wants to play the new hero, and I'm in the DPS queue for it. But yeah, you're not wrong. I use Reddit for gardening tips. That's fucking based. What do you garden? Yo, Dragon's Bane. Hang on. Hey. With the 10 gifted. How are you? Thank you for the big 10 gifted. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Much love. Appreciate you. Chat, if you get something, make sure to say thank you. Like Overwatch. I like Overwatch too. We're on the same side. Which is why when I talk about when you were like upset about the monetization stuff, it's like it's okay to be upset with the monetization. It's okay to say certain like $20 for a skin is too much. That's okay. I actually agree with you. But I think you lose credibility when you jump outside of reality and overextend things and like over exaggerate. So that's why I want to pull you back in, because it's like, if you want to talk about the mythics, we can talk about that, but like they do offer ways to get it as well. And so like by having honest but also like in good faith conversations about that kind of stuff, that's how you actually get change. Delta Fort, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate you. Thank you. And Nobody, thank you for the super chat. Good day from Australia. Hello. Sup, Australia. And Lizard Laura, thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. Thank you. I use Reddit to watch AI Reddit stories. Wait, you go on Reddit for AI Reddit stories? I go on TikTok. Unless that's what you're talking about. Bolt, thank you for the prime. Jesus, these queue times. If I don't get Freya, I'm gonna be big sad. I don't understand the obsession with the monetization obsession. I mean, for most, sorry, not for most, for a lot of casual players, the content of this game is the skins. They love the skins. They love them. And so their quote content being behind a paywall sucks for them, you know? So you go from a game, I know it was years ago, you go from a game where you could get all the cosmetics for free, and if you loved the cosmetics, now all of a sudden they're gone, that's already a big hit. But then, you know, you go from being a collector trying to get everything to just getting the things that you play. But then even that's still a lot of money, you know? And especially in an economy that, I mean, a global economy that we kind of have going right now. Oh, hang on. Lock the fuck in.
Now traveling to Paraiso.
Fucking go. Lock the fuck in. I was gonna say, with the global economy we kind of have at the moment, can't really blame them. At least I feel like that. But in the prime. Is an Apex Legends player coming out there right now touring a cosmetic worth hundreds of dollars, paying to paying to customize it?
Ready up.
Yeah.
Being
I mean, I don't think that's always fair either. I mean, like, a lot of people always do the whataboutism, like other games doing it too. I don't think that's okay either. But it is a nice baseline to be like, hey, you know, it is better than these other games that also do these same things, but it's much more predatory. So like, to say these ones are super predatory isn't totally true, but it's still like insane, you know? Regardless. But that, like, that doesn't make theirs okay either.
3, 2,
But like,
1.
that's also the climate we're kind of in right now. So it's like, well, what do you do? It's not like you have many other options. Oof. Yeah, let's mix in the... Left clicks a little bit more, I think. Oh! Oh! Did you get the flow down? It was kind of crazy.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Here's where it hurts. I'll keep this fire burning.
Wait, did that refresh my cooldowns, actually? I just realized. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Surprised I don't have my first perk yet. I feel like I've done so much. No, my mercy. Fuck. You were saying? Well, I know I got it like right after I said that, but like, you know,
I've always
I hadn't gotten up to that point still.
Payload progresses. Excellent. Excellent.
Oh, you're good, Retro. I just used the one from the other day. I had a spare one. Oh! No! You bangada, got you!
got a target in mind.
Oh!
Thanks for pitching me.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
I don't have subtitles on. I just don't like subtitles.
Last mistake.
I see no reason to have them on.
Upgrade unlocked.
Don't mess with the fist. I've heard enough.
The payload's rolling.
Went too high.
You're a lifesaver.
Oh, we were gonna blow that hog up. Uh-oh.
The payload is approaching its destination.
Burning brighter than a supernova.
Over here.
They got us outnumbered.
You know, game gets to go a little bit longer. I'm happy. I didn't want to cap there anyways.
Enemy here.
Need to stay focused.
I am fully focused.
Get the payload moving again.
I see an enemy.
Oh, you gotta be fucking me. I gotta realize how easy I am to hit out of the sky when I'm floating like that.
Enemy outnumbers us.
Ikepa Vindya.
Enhancing your strength.
I'll hit where it hurts.
Here to help.
Okay, ready? Watch this.
Nu Vangada!
Wait. Oh, they all backed away!
Mr. Flats, will you play a game like the Bazaar?
Holy shit, that was disgusting! I think I had to reload, what, twice? I think it's 28 months. The Bazaar. The Bazaar. Is that the card game, or am I thinking something else? That was kind of sick, not gonna lie. That was kind of sick. Oh, that's Balatro. Wait, so what's Bazaar? It's an auto battler? Oh. Probably not. There's 3 games I want to do right now. I want to do Minecraft. I want to do Pokemon Legends ZA when that comes out. And oh, Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, you're right. That's on the list. I know you guys want God of War Ragnarok so bad. I know. It's on the list too. Is there seagulls to kill in Ragnarok? There is, yes.
Have you
Barbara
played Nier Automata?
No, I'm not. No, another BG3 playthrough. BG3 just takes too long. It's a great game. Great game, but it's really, really long. Really long. You have the F1 screen for Freya? I'd love to if I get her in the next game, but I want to keep my mouse where it is so I can insta-lock when I get a queue. What was the name of the auto battler? The Bazaar, I think. Why is Rivals unbalanced compared to Overwatch? Well, Overwatch has also had like 9 years or 8 years to do that stuff. Second off, I think Rivals is supposed to be a bit unbalanced. It's supposed to be a bit more chaotic, more of that superhero fantasy. But I think a lot of people love that. I think it works for the game a lot. Repo is genuinely a blast. Please play with Emong and Karq. Getting Emong off of Overwatch is a very hard thing to do. Especially during drops. Did you like Fragpunk? Fragpunk was great. I actually loved Fragpunk. But I'm not a tack shooter guy. So even though it was probably the most fun I've had with a tack shooter ever, I probably wouldn't play it a lot. Just not for me. I don't have enough time. I'm not a tack shooter guy. You know what I mean? It is what it is. The gunplay felt great. That's what I liked. Took a risk to alt-tab to check something really quick. My mouse back to the spot. What class did you play in Dark and Darker? Barbarian, I think.
Thank you for your content. I always enjoy your take on things and your stance on games. Play
19
whatever
months.
makes you happy. People need to stop asking for one or the other.
He's 19 months, appreciated.
Wow,
Yo,
12 months,
isn't it?
almost a year.
Thank you for the 12 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Obviously, fine. Juno or Diva? For what? In what context? Yeah, Retro. That would probably be good. You know what? What? Do you play any other genre besides shooters? Yeah, I love story games. Story games are great. I love playing story games. I was actually thinking about playing Assassin's Creed, that just came out, but then I realized I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since, like, Unity. And I was like, yeah, maybe not. Ew, why? I used to love the old ones. Black Flag was probably one of my favorite games of all time. You're a Marvel kitten now? Damn. One of these... give it another 4 months. I think in 4 months things will be different. That's my prediction, but... we'll see. I'm not a huge Battlefield guy. Not a big Battlefield guy, TBH. Okay, to be fair, I did play a fuck ton of Battlefield. I've played a fuck ton of it. I just probably wouldn't play much of it anymore these days. I played a fuck ton of 3. I played a fuck ton of 4. I played a bit of 5. Not really much of 5, though. I played a little bit of the World War I one. I forget. What was that called? Was that just Battlefield 1? I don't remember what it was called. It was a cool idea, but... It was BF1? Oh, okay. 1942. Well, no, that was... 1942 was different. Oh, well... Same genre. Well, actually... Like, for example... Battlefield Bad Company 2... and Bad Company, where I feel like they're such different games than Battlefield. You know what I mean? But I think it's all same company, same genre, you know? '42 is the arcade style game. Oh, I played a bunch of that. I loved flying around in the planes. Those were always a good time. If you worked at Blizzard, what role would your job be? CEO. Corporal clap. Oh man. Elaborate? I've done corporal life before. Bureaucracy pisses me off. If I was ever to do something as stupid as that, one, I'd have to be paid a ridiculous amount of money to want to ever do that. And two, I'd need to have the ability to jump past, like, oh, let's have 65 meetings about it. No, we need this thing and we need it tomorrow. Let's get it going. Flats Buddy CEO does not have a good track record there. That's true. That is true. But I feel like a lot of times it's just because of office politics and bureaucracy, and you gotta check with 9 million teams, and you gotta check with 9 million things, and it's like, can CEO do that? If CEO can't do that, then who can? Who can? You know? Investors? Well, hang on. Investors don't make those decisions. Investors, you see every 4 months, into which then they look at all the numbers and see how much money you've made them. And if you made more money for them this month, they give you a pat on the back. And if you made less money, they yell at you. They don't actually give a fuck about the actual decisions. You could flip the whole game upside down. You could make fucking Overwatch a 1v1 simulator. If they made more money, they'd be like, good job. Which is like, fuck them. I don't care. Your raises also won't reflect how much money you made them either. I mean, who gives a fuck about your raises if you're making 10 million a year, you know? You work there 1 year, you're set for life. A little accountant POV? Oh, true. Oh, accountant, dude, being an accountant must be so fun. Well, hang on, let me elaborate. Being an accountant must be so fun because you just get the tea on everyone. You know what I mean? Like you get to see how much everyone makes. It's like HR and accounting. They get the tea. They get to know how much everyone makes. They Who's getting underpaid? Who's getting overpaid? Who's getting bonuses? No, that's HR. Accounting doesn't have that info either? You sure? Oh, hang on. Lock the fuck in.
Now arriving at the
Three fucking... As a healthcare accountant and manager, you have no idea how much information we have. Yeah, I assume accounting and HR have all that shit. Maybe it depends on what level you're at. You know what I mean? Like if you're if you're like a starting entry-level accountant, you don't have the CEO's salary, but...
I always deliver.
I'm always on my worst behavior.
Given the injuries you've sustained, you must be in an immense amount of pain.
HR has a lot more of the tea. Yeah, but then you have to work in HR and fuck that. So fun fact, when I was in college and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do yet, I hadn't declared my major, but I was taking business class because I knew I just wanted somewhere in there, but I wasn't 100% sure. I actually was gonna go into HR first. And the reason I wanted to go into HR is because I believed HR was all about helping people and like basically being like, hey, you know, if this company's bullying you or doing bad things against you, this is how you know, you're like that person who steps in for them. And then I learned what it actually does. Safe to say I did not major in accounting in HR. Silly Reinhardt.
Long.
Easy enough.
Oh, I could have dashed right there.
I'm here.
Oh!
First rescue's free.
First rescue's free? That's crazy.
Securing better. No Bangada! Don't mess with the best.
Her attacks have a delayed detonation? Yes. Oh, I didn't dash.
You aren't worth those spurs, cowboy.
You ain't worth those spurs. That's fucking crazy.
Got a target in mind. Run or hide? It won't matter in the end.
You can study anti-HR, which in the UK we call industrial relations. I've been granted my PhD in it today, incidentally. Really? I've never heard of that before. That's kind of sick.
Let's kick this off.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
I ran out of mouse space.
That'll have to do. No Bangada!
Wait, why didn't that hit the bullet? What did I do wrong? That guy's name's Bark for heals? That's crazy. And then you have the Kitten of Discord. That is fucking wild.
overtime.
Your target is a second.
I'm always on my worst behavior.
Okay, we go for the passive.
Fucking satellite vector! Let the Kitsune guide you! Move, Angada! Oh, they got us outnumbered.
Upgrade unlocked.
Stop healing him! I would have killed him like 3 times over. Dr. Bumhands, by the way. Yep, checks out.
Claiming the objective. Enemy here. New Vangada!
Dude, what is the fucking range of that thing?
By all means, come try your luck.
Heroes never die.
Overtime. First round lost.
I'm
with
always
you.
on my worst behaviour. Aye.
Score
It has to hit them?
2-1.
It's not an AoE bola? You have to nail him with it?
Heard you're getting another scrap with a Hashimoto.
I thought it was an AoE snare.
Are you okay, doing alright?
We'll survive.
It is AoE?
Have to hope for more than that, though, aye.
What?
Why do you think we keep fighting?
It only sticks on impact.
Always on my worst behaviour.
Oh, but it's AoE explosion, but it only stop. Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Oh. That explains a little bit. What did this Farah do to get more attention than me? What did I do? I thought I had the pocket.
I'll hit where it hurts.
The objective is now.
I always get my mark. I'm on Nice. I will not let you fall. I'll keep this fire burning. 私がついてる。Let me see what I can do.
Alright, let's try for the direct hit this time.
New Vangada! Don't mess with
Oh, that's fucking evil.
I've got a reputation. Got a target in mind.
Oh, that's so fucking evil.
Heroes never die.
I might be cooked here.
Rocket barrage incoming.
Whee!
I've always liked the challenge.
They're taking the objective. Mobilizing. There they are. Fucking satellite
Missed every fucking shot. Feels good, man.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Fara.
Let's give this another shot.
Justice reigns from above.
Need healing.
Alright, I'll just get my own passive. Fuck it.
No targeting to sing.
Heroes never 2 months cock.
Going up. I'll hunt you all down.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Rocket barrage incoming.
Had to give it a shot. Whee!
Team
They're all dead.
round 2, 1.
Just Kyle, thank you for one. Tristan, thank you the prime. Prudence, thank you the prime. Not smart, thank you the 1.
1-1.
Repositioning.
Particle cannon online. Let's run them over.
Plays more like Tracer than Hanzo, I think. Well, maybe not like Tracer. Mechanically, it's more like Tracer. Positionally,
How
yeah.
are you feeling about Freya?
In 9 months. Very high mechanical character, for sure.
Round 3.
For sure.
Capture the objective.
Checking in. I'm with you.
Got a target in mind?
The objective is double.
Damn, said you ain't getting me alive.
I'll hit where it hurts. I don't forget a favor.
Uh-oh.
Thanks.
Oh, that was gross. That was actually disgusting. Oh, look at me, a poor defenseless Freya. Goodbye.
I'll keep this fire burning.
That was disgusting.
Going up.
Oh, I'm cooked. Oh no, never mind, I didn't do it.
I'll hit where it hurts.
New hero hype.
It will.
What a grab up there. The heck?
No one can hide from my sight.
Oh, I didn't even see that guy.
Crush the enemy.
I think Genji can deflect the
Need to stay focused.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Oh, that would have been so clean if I came back up the 2! God damn it, Genji coming in and ruining it again. Look at this guy.
Hi.
Jagten fortsætter. Nu tager vi den på
I
sengen.
draw the cherry. Whatever you're after, monstering you. Get it.
I don't forget a
Going
favor.
here. Over there. Enemy spotted. Over there. Got one here.
What in the fuck is this? Hey guys, you forget something?
Play of the game.
Hey guys, did you forget something?
What's up?
Alright, character's fun. Character's very, 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 very fun. I don't know if I want to sit in another 10-minute queue though. TBH. So maybe it is a 6v6 tier list time. And then that should get us close to rivals. Crap, do we get a tier list potentially ready? You can drop it in mod chat for me. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick though. Be right back. BRB. Ugh. All right. I'm back. Okay. I'm gonna reset this. Set. Okay. Cool. All right. Chat! It's been a while. For those who don't know, I've been playing a lot of 6v6 this week. Back. And so I have a far
Don't
too
forget
early.
to use your Freya Prime sub flat.
True thing of 15 months. I have a far too early 6v6 tier list idea. Just to go through all the stuff that I've been seeing this week. And the matchmaking of 6v6 is kind of all over the place because it uses open queue. So some of the games you get like extremely hard, sweaty super lobbies. Sometimes you get like the what in the world is this lobby? So I've seen a little bit of everything. Almost everything. The one thing I'll get there when I get there. But yeah, I figured fuck it. Why not? Let's do a little 6v6 tier list. Starting off, Doomfist. Doomfist tank actually in 6v6 so far has been not bad. I wouldn't say he's been crazy. But he's definitely been not bad. I've seen some good Doomfist players. I don't know if I want to say take over, but he's still got his like sort of selfish play style, you know, where you can kind of just go and frag out on your own. So I'm going to give him a solid A. You definitely can't just go assassinate supports as easily because you have the second tank that comes back. And I might even bump him down as I get further into this. But I'm gonna start off strong here. I'm gonna start off pretty strong. D.Va. D.Va's also okay. There's gonna be two big winners for 6v6, and one of the two, actually three big winners of 6v6, and one of them is D.Va. D.Va finally has her playstyle back. What is the correct playstyle of D.Va? Basically, where you're playing tank, but you're also playing peel, and so you can help your backline and your front line at the same time. Again, this is a far too early tier list, but I'm gonna give D.Va that S. I give D.Va the S because D.Va, as long as there's two tanks, is pretty much viable everywhere. Very few places isn't viable. And even though it's not the strongest tank, I'm just happy to see D.Va again. And not in the annoying 3 seconds defense matrix, not in the annoying fly you and explode you version. Hazard. Hazard actually can be kind of crazy good. I've seen a couple really, really good hazards. That being said, I still want to put him No, this is right. This is right. This is correct. No. No, this is fine. Okay, I'll explain my reasoning for it. Hazard plays the same way you would kind of play like Winston right now, maybe, where you're kind of like the super hyper aggressive first tank in, maybe Doom, maybe Winton, maybe Hazard, or even Ball, maybe actually less Ball. But the problem is though, is people aren't used to Hazard in a 6v6 environment, so like you don't really know what to pair with them yet. There's like the more obvious ones, right? Like your D.Va or your Zarya. But because he's still new and people haven't had a chance to figure out where he fits in, there's going to be a couple other tanks that also fit in that same category. I'd probably say solid A. Junker Queen, I think Junker Queen's actually really good, but just lacks a little bit in comparison to some of the other tanks that are going to be bigger winners. People haven't figured out whether you should use Joker Queen as an off tank or a main tank, quote unquote, yet. Oh god, do I have to explain what main tank and off tank is to the new gen Overwatch players? Okay, I'll do it really quick just in case. So, main tank were tanks like Reinhardt, Winston, Orisa, and technically Wrecking Ball. These reasons for these tanks being called main tanks is they were much more tanky, armor, hold space, not really going for big kills, but more of disruptors slash frontliners. Off tanks were your more damage-based tanks that were more supportive. Your Zarya, your D.Va, your Roadhog, your Sigma. Fun fact, fun fact. Sigma was called the main tank by the Overwatch team when he first got released. They thought Sigma was going to be the next main tank. Boy, were they wrong. They do more damage. They're more of a supporting role, right? There's some new tanks, obviously. You have Mauga, Ramattra. I think Ramattra fits into the main tank category. I think Mauga probably will be main tank category. Hazard potentially could be main tank category, but he could actually be both. Doom feels a little more off tank than main tank, but like he doesn't have supporting tools, so like he's almost more like Ball, like if that makes sense. And then Joker Queen's somewhere in the middle as well. So still a little early on where you're going to use all of these in combos and like synergies, but you can still play them. Mauga. I might gonna regret this one because Mauga's really good in 5v5. Pretty happy to report that like Mauga's you can kind of deal with him right now. Yeah, he's still kind of annoying, and I still fucking hate playing against him. But you can throw in the D.Va. You can throw a Ryan in front of him. You can throw a lot of things other than like Ramattra, Sigma in front of him, and you can kind of deal with it. He kind of gets shit on a little bit, and I love to see it. I might even bump him down a tier. The only thing, you know what? Fuck Mauga. This is 6v6. Fuck that guy. That guy sucks. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Granted, he also falls into that same category of like, it's a little too early. You know, people probably haven't figured out what the synergies will be yet around it. But you don't get as much value just shooting the other tank the entire time because the other tank has support, right? Like, if it's a Rhine, you're not, there's a big shield you got to cut through. And then you have the bubbles, you have Zarya, you have D.Va, you have Sigma. If it's Winston D.Va, they're probably going over your head. You know what I mean? They're trying to like leave them. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit early, I guess. What the fuck did I just read? Sometimes I read the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Really quick, you want to see the stupidest thing? Isn't this kind of sad? Brother in Christ, you come back in and unfollow and refollow every time so you can type to say something new. What's wrong with you, man? Isn't that kind of cringe? Kind of cringe. Anyways, moving on. Orisa. Orisa so far hasn't been insane in 6v6. Granted, I hear the reason why is she doesn't have as much sustain until you get the perk for shield, and then you can play like double shield like the old days, but even that's not as powerful anymore. But Orisa definitely can be good. Like it's almost like Junker Queen, where like there are places where you can play Orisa and you can kind of just be annoying. But the dominant 6v6 playstyle so far has actually been hard rush or hard dive. And I'm not gonna lie, I love that. I'm so glad it's not like the stupid, super slow poke comps that have dominated Overwatch since Overwatch 2 has come out, pretty much. So Orisa is not bad. Not insane. Ramattra, I gotta give the S tier. Ramattra actually is insanely good right now in 6v6. I'm going to throw another character up there in a second. Fuck it. Let me do it now. I'm going to throw Ryan. I'm actually going to throw Ryan in the S tier as well. I think Ryan is really fucking good in 6v6. Having that synergy again with Zarya, having that synergy again with D.Va, you can actually run people down and you actually can survive and you can actually play the game. Here's the thing though, Ramatra's kind of better. I'm still gonna put both of them in S, but like if you have a Ryan based team and a Ramatra based team, the Ramatra based team is probably gonna beat the Ryan based team, but you can still play the Ryan based team against like most teams, right? No, Ramatra was not an Overwatch 1. Ramatra was an Overwatch 2 character. He came out in season 2. And so, even though they're both viable, the Ramatra one is just better. One, it kind of beats the Ryan comps. Two, the sustain is really, 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 really strong. And also, like I said, hard rushes meta. Like Lucio running at the enemy team. Ramatra benefits in that extremely well. Doesn't do as well on dive maps, but not everything's going to be good on every map. Roadhog. Yeah, Roadhog is going to go down here in the C tier, unfortunately. I bumped into 6 playing some Roadhog. He was making it work, but definitely struggling a little bit. Also, I bumped into Super playing Hog. That was an interesting one. I think he was literally throwing his Hog tosses like mid-game, like measuring how far they go. Very interesting strategies. But I think Hog's a little bit behind in terms of everything else. Hog in 6v6 towards the end of Overwatch 1, which is like super hyper buffed. And so you would play like Sigma Hog and you'd play like off angles and try not to explode. That could return at some point, but at least in the current moment, not that insane. Sigma, I'm going to throw Sigma in that A tier for 6v6. Very playable, but the problem is though, Rush and Dive are both meta. So like he's not the best pick most of the time. But Sigma's just so insanely good that you can fit him in on some comps. Like you can fit him in with Ryan. You can fit him in with Ramatra. I've actually seen some Ramatra Sigma, which is very, very odd. Again, not everything's going to be perfect. This is, again, a way too early tier list. A way too early 6v6 tier list. This is mostly just from what I've seen and what I've played. Sigma's always a good pick, though. Just some of the other synergies is better. Speaking of the other synergies, I gotta give Winton. I gotta give Winton the S. For dive maps, actually, let me do this. Let me order them a little better. For the dive maps, Winton D.Va, go crazy. Your Gibraltars, your Nambani first. They feel so good. You have that synergy. You also can throw in the Zarya. You can do double bubble. It just feels like home. That's the best way I can put it to you. Things like Brig aren't as scary anymore because you don't have the bash stun. And so the bash stun not being there only gets the whip shot. So it's like you have to whip shot either the Winston away or the D.Va, or the Winston or the D.Va away. Can't get both. Or if they get bubbled on the way in, you can't get, then you get neither. But it's a good time. You can't play it on everywhere, but it's very, very strong. Ball. I think Ball would be better if it was full open queue. Like if it wasn't max 2 tanks. Because like Ball would be really good against like Goats comps. You know, being able to roll through them. If it was also poke-based meta, like if it was like Sigma Orisa, if it was Sigma Hog, right? Like maybe Ball could probably be a lot better because Ball's better at disruption, running in, running out. But Ball's not. Well, actually, no. Ball is definitely better than Orisa. Okay, sorry. Let me bump up Ball a tier. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna bump Doom down a tier, and I'm gonna bump Ball up a tier. I need to flip these two around. But Doom is closer to Orisa, where it's valuable and can be played and can be good. Ball actually has a couple maps where he's actually insane on, like Lijiang Tower. But not as good as this top tier. But yeah, there you go. Zarya is going to be the last to join our S tiers. Zarya goes over here, though. I would arguably say is probably the biggest winner in the 5v5 in the 6v6 format. But you know what's funny? You can actually tell the difference between the new gen players and the old gen players. Because the new gen players play Zarya and they instantly self-bubble and then they explode and they go, what the fuck? This sucks. Zarya's so weak. I can't tell you how many games I had where like someone on the enemy team is hard bitching that Zarya sucks now and Zarya's so bad. And I'm like, dude, you don't know what you're doing. You just hit your bubble the second someone looks at you, but then you're dead, you know? I actually had one little interaction. I'm sure someone will see it in the VOD. I'm sure there'll be a video of it sometime, but it was the game versus Super where we drew. And I think he was walking at me for like 8 seconds with hook, and I just did not bubble. I refused to bubble because I knew it was coming. And then I was like 100 HP, and he finally went for the hook, and I went for the bubble. Like I lived. And because I waited the entire way through, I survived the interaction. But a lot of the Zarya players who aren't used to one bubble just fucking click that thing so fast. And actually, you know what's funny? With Energy Lance, the perk where if you're above 50 damage or 50 energy, you like pierce through, you're getting so much charge off of your other tank that like you save your self bubble for yourself to like survive, and then you bubble your other tank basically on cooldown. You get full charge, take the maximum energy lance, and then you just literally left click through their front line and you get a ton of ult charge and you go crazy. It's so good, but you have to play it correctly. But it feels the way Zarya was supposed to feel. Keep saying the prime. Appreciate it. All right, on to DPS. On to the DPS. Ashe is pretty decent. I've had some games where some Ashes are insane. I've had some games where the Ashe had to swap instantly. Again, Rush is more meta, Dive is more meta, so like it can work. It's just not what I would tell you is like the best pick. Strong no. Bastion. Bastion is weird. Bastion is weird because you absolutely can just run like the blow up their tank comp or blow up their tanks comp. But it's not going to work everywhere. It's weird. It's like you run Rush with Bastion and then you blow their tanks up. But if your Bastion misses his shift, then it's GG. So works, just not the best pick. Cass, I'm actually going to throw on that S tier. First S tier pick. Again, don't forget the two metas right now that are seen to be formed in 6v6 are Rush and Dive. Cass works well versus Dive. Cass works well, very well, in Rush. Running in with the team, good damage, good survivability, right at home. Echo. I'm going to throw Echo in that A tier. I think Echo is valuable in a lot of places with the Dive comps. Not as good in the Rush comps, but definitely viable in the Dive comps. Echo's just always a solid pick, though. I haven't seen as much Echo as I would, or I think you should probably see, but that might change. Genji. This is a tough one. He's definitely good with the dives. Definitely good with the dive comps. But I haven't actually seen a whole ton of Genji now that I think about it. I'm going to go with my gut. I think I should be probably seeing even more Genji than I have currently seen of him. The buffs made him better. Yeah, the perk changes definitely made him better. I'm going to say Genji's probably about an A. I think that probably I should be even seeing more of them than I am. Hanzo. Oh, actually, you know what? There might be a bug. People were saying that Torb is bugged in 6v6 and still has his damage on his turret, but I don't know if that's actually true. If that is true, that might explain why you're not seeing as much Genji, because people are still playing Torb. I don't know if that's actually true, though. Hanzo! Yeah, Hanzo's not too good. You almost never see the guy. Hell, I might even throw him into D. Am I really going to throw Hanzo in D? Yeah, I'm going to do it. You never even see Hanzo. He's kind of useless. You either play, if it's the sniper map, you play Widow and Sojourn. If it's a dive map, you're playing Tracer, you're playing Some teams are playing Echo or Farah. Venture actually gets a good, decent amount of play. Ashe, Genji. Yeah, I think I don't think I've seen like any. Or hell, I've even seen some Junkrat. I've actually seen a good amount of Junkrat. Junkrat's pretty damn good. Not the best versus dive or into brawl, but he's good. He can do both. But also, if you're a Junkrat player, you're typically a Junkrat connoisseur. And you build pretty quick with the double tanks. You get a lot more damage. You're spamming in. It can be pretty damn good. Mei is definitely up there because, of course, Mei with Rush. Mei Rush is actually really, really strong. I will say, though, Mei gets less value in 6v6 than in the 5v5 Rush because that second tank actually helps you survive a lot more. When I was playing some Rhine Rush, I can't tell you how many times I was like, my shield broke. And as my shield broke, I got bubbled. And that was just enough time. Like, just enough time to, like, get through the wall and, like, get around a corner or something and survive. So, Mei's still pretty damn good. The good displacement. You need follow-up, though. It's not as easy of, like, turning your brain off while they're tank, freeze them, ult them, whatever. Farah's also pretty good. Farah spams into Brawl pretty well and also survives and plays with Brawl, or sorry, plays with Dive and versus Dive pretty well. So I've actually seen a good amount of Farah. Reaper. I've seen a good amount of Reaper. I don't know how good he is, though. I don't know if that sounds stupid. I feel like whenever I played against Reaper teams, we won. Almost every time. You might say it should be played more, but I don't know. It just didn't do. I just didn't feel like it was that scared of him. Not nearly as scared of him as in 5v5. Like the survivability of your own tank cooldowns and then your partner tank's cooldowns just didn't. It just wasn't that spooky. All right, who is spooky though? Sojourn. Sojourn's still server admin. Sojourn didn't get any nerfs with the mid-season patch because all they changed was perks. Not saying they should have done balanced patch stuff, but Sojourn's Sojourn is spooky. Sojourn works with the dive. Sojourn works versus dive. Sojourn works with brawl. Sojourn works against brawl. Sojourn works with poke. Sojourn works versus poke. You could just turn your brain off and play Sojourn every game and you're fine. Soldier. I don't actually think Soldier's that great. I've seen a good amount of them. But I think Sojourn's just a more souped up version. No reason to really play Sojourn or Soldier versus Sojourn. Just play Sojourn and you just win. Sombra. Sombra got some improvements to her perks, and I actually have seen a good amount of her played with Dive and with Brawl. Sombra actually works with Brawl and with Dive in this because there's so much damage that's coming out now that you have the second tank. Just the damage of the lobby is much higher. You don't need as much damage agency out of Sombra, so she actually can kind of go back to her old playstyle of being a little bit more disruptive and a little bit more of like fucking with the backline, fucking with their tanks. Perks also did get buffed, and she also like flows like with those playstyles where like you're moving really quick, like you're moving fast with Dive, you're moving fast with Brawl. So I actually think I'm actually pretty high up on Sombra at the moment. I don't know if it's gonna stay that way, but we'll see. Symmetra. I've only seen Sim like twice in 6v6, and neither time was very scary. The right clicks weren't very scary, and also like the charge up off your tank like isn't nearly as scary because like you just don't have the survivability to stand there in the front anymore. Because it's not just one tank shooting at you, it's two tanks shooting at you then. I always see Sim against Ram. Yeah, Sim against Ram does make a lot of sense, but I don't think it beats it. I think like the Cass comps are better and the Sojourn comps are better. And hell, you can even play Mei or Cass or Farah, or like all of these are still better. Not saying it's impossible. Like this tier isn't supposed to be like a impossible tier. It's just like not, I wouldn't advise it. If that makes sense. Torb got some pretty big nerfs. I don't think he's bad though. I think he still works versus dive and stuff like that. But definitely took some significant L's on the perks with his Torb turret. Still very strong though. Well, am I gonna bump him up a tier? Yeah, I'm gonna bump him up a tier actually. Fuck it, I'm gonna bump him up a tier. I think he's still very, very good. It actually works with the brawl and he works versus dive. Not with the dive, but versus dive. So he's viable in a lot of places. Very, very good still. Tracer's still easily an S. Dive is really strong. Tracer works with the brawl pretty well. Like, you don't play it the same style. Like, you still play, like, flank Tracer. But your whole team can play brawl without you. Again, you have an extra player now. With the extra player, with the extra tank, you have more survivability and more damage. So, like, you don't really miss the frontline damage as much in the 6v6 as you would with 5v5 with, like, one person on the flank, one person on the end, like, going in. So it works really well. Venture. I might be high as balls, but I'm pretty high on Venture in 6v6. I think Venture works pretty damn good. Good disruption. Venture's perk of being able to, like, have super fast cooldowns during ult actually makes Venture scary as shit in 6v6 because you can blow people up. It's kind of awesome. So I'm high up on Venture. I think Venture's pretty damn good. Widow. Widow viable on certain places. Your Junker Towns, your Havanas, just like Widow always is. But not like a destroying the game lobby threat unless they have a server admin Widow and nobody can kill them. Then that's just like a GG. But that's average Widow behavior. All right, on to supports. Supports are very interesting in 6v6. If I had a complaint about 6v6, I think that support damage is still too high. It's leftover residual high from 5v5. I think that's where the damage creep has been over the years, is in this category. Not saying you should take away any, like, their ability to do it. It's just kind of get built up over time. And part of the explodey factor that people probably are feeling at the moment while they're readjusting to the format is most likely caused by this group. First up, Ana, easy S, easy S. Super viable in the dive, not as viable in brawl. The double nano is just gross. It's actually just gross. It's like a defensive ult and an offensive ult. Almost always going to be viable. Not the best pick everywhere, but at least in the dive will always be the best support you can pick. BAP is also going to go in that S tier. Brawl, like your Rein or Ramatra, D.Va, and Zarya, whoever one, like Rein or Ramatra, and then Zarya, probably. But you can also slot in D.Va, and then you throw in the cast, Sojourn, everyone's playing in a super group. Ramatra, this is where BAP's bread and butter is, playing with the window. If you played Overwatch 1, you understand BAP was insane in Overwatch 1. He dominated the game the entire back half after his release. AoE damage, or AoE heals, was insanely strong. His lamp actually gets even more value in 6v6 than it did in 5v5. Not good in dive, insanely good in 6v6. Brig. Brig is going to get a solid A. Good versus dive and with dive on those dive maps, like your Gibraltar, your Nabani first, right? But not a pick everywhere character, and absolutely gets bowled over. Not as strong as Overwatch 1 Brig versus dive. And definitely not strong in versus dive in the same way it is in 5v5. Just does not have the power to 1v2 tanks, dive tanks like she used to. Illari. Illari, I'm probably going to go into solid C. Illari's not bad. Just doesn't really have a place. Illari's more of a poke character, poke support. Poke isn't really getting played that much unless on control. And even on control, it's not like there's better options. So, like, nothing against Illari. just so far in the current 6v6 stuff that I've seen just doesn't fit. Doesn't fit. Juno. I think Juno's really good. I don't think as good as Ana and Bap though. I think Juno is a great replacement if you don't have a Lucio on your team. Like if you're playing Ana Juno or Bap Juno, if you don't have a Lucio, sure. That's a great fit. But you're already at a disadvantage then at that point. You should just have the Lucio. Just play the Lucio Bap. Just play the Lucio Ana. But not bad. Just not like Juno's not like insane versus dive. Not very great at versus dive. Good with Brawl. Good versus Brawl. Not the best character you can pick though with those and verse those. Right. So yo, thank you for the big dono, by the way. Sorry, I have alerts off at the moment. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things get better. Thank you though. I appreciate you. Sorry, I just keep alerts off for these typically, just so like people don't butt in with like a 65-minute long TTS on their take on why Bastion should be C instead of B. All right, next, Kiri. Kiri is pretty good. I would say similar to almost Juno, maybe even better than Juno, especially with the dive and versus dive. Not as good with Brawl though. Which one actually? You know what? I think they're both the same actually. Maybe they're both the same. Very good, very good. Not the best everywhere pick. That's the best way I could put it. Lifeweaver. Oh man, I hate to be that guy. There's just almost no reason to pick him. Yeah, he does an increased healing. We've done this song and dance before. You know what I mean? Like if anything, he might be better in 6v6 long term. You know, doing more healing, and you could pair it with like a Zen for more damage or something. I don't know. Sorry. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Lucio. Arguably best support. You can play Lucio anywhere. Play him in dive. Play him versus dive. Play him with Brawl. Play him versus Brawl. Probably wouldn't play him with Poke, but Poke's not that insane. But Lucio, easy. Easy S. Easy S. Easy S. Mercy. Mercy's probably going to be in that Ilari tier. Mercy can be good with the Sojourn comps. Like if you're really good Sojourn and really good Cass. Well, yeah, actually, she does provide a little bit better. Mercy Sojourn is busted as fuck. What do you mean? So one specific instance, because she enables the best character in one of the best characters in the game. That doesn't mean it's all this character. It's mostly this one with a little bit of extra boost. But overall, though, having Mercy is a little bit not as viable because especially. You're also severely underestimating how powerful dive tanks are versus a Mercy Sojourn. Like Winston D.Va, if you have an actual real Winston D.Va that know what they're doing, the off-angle Sojourn is going to get fucking cooked. You run them down. Now, if you're playing Brawl or you're playing one of those games where everyone stands there and doesn't do anything, yeah, of course it goes crazy. But you could play Sojourn with Bap, you could play Sojourn with Lucio, and it's probably better. Overall for your team. Not saying Mercy Sojourn can't take over the lobby, but it is more counterable than it is in 5v5. Much more counterable. Moira. This might shock you. This might shock you. You're underestimating it. You're underestimating it. You're underestimating it. I'm telling you, you're underestimating it. Insane versus dive. Good with dive. insane with Brawl, good versus Brawl. You never die. You build ult extremely quickly. You're pumping healing. You're playing as a group. Versus Dive, survivability tool. Biggest one is that fade. You're building ult extremely quickly. And you're typically playing it with Lucio comp. Lucio Moira at the end of Overwatch 1, hell, even into Overwatch 2, early Overwatch 2, was extremely broken. Just a lot of you guys haven't never around those days. Think of it this way. Think of it as you're playing hyper mobile to the point where BAP can get overwhelmed. BAP can get overwhelmed. Ana absolutely can get overwhelmed. Moira is like the middle ground between the two, where you're not doing as much like burst healing as say BAP with AoE. You're not doing nearly as much burst as Ana, but that sustained healing and that sustained survivability are insane. Actually insane. I promise you, you're underestimating it. And then last but not least, we have Zen. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's bad. But again, Zen doesn't really thrive very well in Brawl versus Brawl. He can do pretty well in Dive, though. Dive with Zen actually can work. The thing is, I just think that Lucio's better, like by far right now. But I could see this absolutely going up with time. I absolutely could see this going up with time, for sure. Like this is more of a Dive. Is typically Dive v Dive, and I would most people would rather play Brig Ana than say Ana Zen, right? Or Kiri Zen, right? So it's like you're not gonna pair Zen with Brig very often, but this is like a better pick with the Dive than you pair, and then like compare this, right? Like Ana's like arguably the best support to run with Dive, and then you have to keep Ana alive, so you're gonna pick Brig. You could go triple support. Ana, Brig, Zen, and then I might give you this. I might give you it, but so far, we haven't seen a ton of triple support Zen yet. Remember, this is a far too early tier list. So, it is what it is. We'll see how it goes. So. Cool. Anyways, though, there you go. There's your far too early 6v6 Overwatch 2 comp tier list. Early thoughts on Freya? Freya's really cool. Freya's not in comp though, but it's just a playtest. But Freya's really cool. There you go. I have Zen with the highest win rate, by the way. Oh fuck! Hang on, I gotta redo the whole list then. Hey, my bad, Smogs. I didn't know you. You brought up the whole list. Oh man. Cool. Let me unmute alerts. Dude, what is going on over in the YouTube chat? What am I reading right now? Why is this guy so pressed? Brother, it's 4:39 on a Friday. Best thing you've got to do is to sit in a YouTube chat where I wasn't even reading your messages for the last 20 minutes. Rage. Wait, how long have you been going? Wait, brother, I literally haven't looked at YouTube chat in literally like 20 minutes because I've been doing the tier list. You've been talking to yourself this entire time. Isn't that kind of embarrassing? Isn't that kind of embarrassing? Like, that's gotta hurt, right? That's... Oh, man. I hope things get better for you, friend. Because that's gotta suck. That's gotta suck. That's gotta suck. That... I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Is this a tears per minute if you see this hero in the enemy team?
Thanks for the 3 bits. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could have been. Huggy, thank you the tier 1. All right, what time is it? It's 4:40. We still got like another hour until scrims, so I could try to get Freya again in QP. Let me message the group chat and see if anybody wants to play Rivals. Any warm-up gamers? Scrims? Cool. Let's see if any of my teammates wants to warm up in Rivals before scrims later. And then I would try and get
for my
a Freya game or two until then. Down for thing 300 bits. Appreciate it. Yeah, play 6v6. There you go. What does it mean when former teammates don't have their names shown anymore? Their name might have got banned. Freya's Widowmaker Hanzo. I don't know if I'd say that. So mechanically, it's more like Tracer. Positionally, I don't know. It's still early. Also, I gotta sit here and now hover this because I gotta try to insta-lock when the game loads in. But it might be a long queue. Thought they got banned? Well, they could have got banned, but their name definitely got changed. Sure. If it says player. Like, if it says, like, player or, like... Well, actually, they might give you other names now. It used to say if it said player, then they got banned. Or, sorry, they got name changed. See, you know the old drive tag? I've come across it like 5 times. Yeah, I don't know how they have it. I have no idea. Be a bug? I guess it could be. Wait, Overwatch 2 yuck? Wait, you clicked on a stream that literally said Overwatch 2 and had a thumbnail with Overwatch 2 on it, and then said then questioned it being Overwatch and said yuck? Ain't no fucking way. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. You see how ridiculous that is, right? He's paid to play, so that's why we're watching in 2025? Oh, I'm paid to play Overwatch? Dude, I wish. I actually make that joke with the Overwatch team quite often whenever I talk to them. And they actually make the joke back. It's actually, like, to this point, it's actually become just straight up a joke. I love it. Actually, they got a credit card. You want to see my Blizzard credit card? They sent me a card so I can just put everything on the card. Because, like, that's how they do it, right? Technically, you're paid to play Overwatch. It's just not a hashtag ad. No, that's not how that works. That is twisting words. That's like saying any person who makes a TikTok.
Here's 300 bits.
If you make a TikTok over a minute long. Okay, let's say you make a TikTok over a minute long and you're in the creator program, and I don't know, let's say you're talking about an experience you had at a local business and how it was a nice experience. Well, now you're paid to talk about that business. No, you're not. Like you're just talking, you're just playing and doing what you enjoy, and people by watching are supporting you. Like that's not the same thing. Like that's just like bending reality. It's really not the same thing at all. It's actually, in my opinion, disingenuous to say that it is, because then when something actually is paid for or actually is paid opinion or paid influence on something, they're not, it doesn't have as much weight. Mm-hmm. Queue time? I mean, it's new hero. It might be like 10 minutes to BH. Gentoria thing in the prime. Mm-hmm. Doing favor in early access so he can push this crap. You know, any person on the planet could sign into Overwatch right now and play the new character, right? Damn, a retro ban? That's crazy. I don't think I've seen a retro ban in years or months. That's tough. Dude, to piss off retro, dude, you fucked up. Yo, Flats, are you a law major or something? You could argue so well. I actually, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a lawyer. That was like my job of when I wanted to grow up. But law is really, really hard. I also dated a lawyer. Fuck that. Absolutely not. I would never want to get into that field. Absolutely not. Holy shit. I'd rather fall off a cliff and hit every fucking branch on the way down. Terminator, I think the 5 months. Quacko, did I get your bits earlier? That's why I didn't get triggered. That's unlucky. Well, I mean, law school's annoying. Dude, you gotta go to school for 4 years for pre-law, and then you go to actual law school for 3 years. Absolutely not. Dude, any person I've ever known that's in law school...
On a scale of 1 to 10, pick a number.
9. I think that's 17 months. Any person I know that's in law school is genuinely the most unhinged, off the fucking planet person.
Now arriving at Lija, prepare for battle.
4 for 4, let's go. But they hot. Yeah, that's bait. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
I always deliver.
Do not get in my way.
Your girlfriend graduates law in a few weeks at UT? Hey, good. Best of luck, because you know what the worst part is for you?
Stay near, will you?
You think it's going to be over when they graduate, but they still got to do the bar prep, so then it's like a few more months. Good luck. Hey, have fun with that one. Best of luck to you. That's going to be it's a never-ending fucking road. And then you get your actual first law job, and then you gotta work 60 hours a week or 70 hours a week, because like you're like the lowest on the totem pole. And then, you know, you gotta put in like extra hours first. Oh my goodness, you're gonna start giving me PTSD.
Thanks for patching me up.
Eyes on a target.
Try to go in the window.
Watch here.
Take everything.
Did I just absolutely snipe them? I think I did. In my face? Diabolical. Oh. No. 1 HP! Bar prep is insane. It's over 200K the first year. Wait, hang on. Like 200K in debt, right? Not salary, because there's no way. The lawyer is actually one of those professions that you think makes a ton of money, but you actually don't. At least in the beginning. Like at first. Like you kind of, when you're on the low end of the totem pole, like unless you like, I don't know, like I guess maybe if you started your own firm or something, but I don't think you could really do that if you just graduated. That might be kind of impossible.
An enemy here. Life protects life.
I just remember. Oh, the tire died.
I'm on fire!
I will give you shelter.
Can we pay scale? Oh, maybe is if it's like an insanely big firm, like maybe like, you know what I mean, like corporate law, maybe. Corporate law, maybe. But if you're doing like defense attorney or prosecution or family law, that kind of stuff doesn't go crazy. Corporate law, maybe.
We should begin.
Stay sharp. It's harder to keep you alive when you're distracted.
Am I on the right track with that? You have to have been in a firm, though? Well, hang on. Okay, I know my chat's mostly older, but if you are actually on the younger end and you happen to lurk on this stream, I'll give you a little piece of advice. College is not about going and doing your best in class every day, and it's, you know what it genuinely is? I guess it depends on what you're, okay, let me rephrase before I go too crazy. It depends on what you're actually going for, right? If you're going for like sciences, to be like a doctor or something like that, okay, ignore what I said. But in most cases, it's actually about your connections, who you meet, who you're becoming friends with, who you, you know, like if you have, you know, meetings with companies or with other students, right? Like you'd be surprised how often that kid you met in economics class that was a cool dude, you become friends, you go drinking a couple, like once every month, right? Like, you know, you have friends that are friends and you end up at the same fucking frat party every week, right? But like, you're like, yeah, that dude's cool. You find out that actually his dad is a VP at of a company you want to apply to. And then you're like talking about applying places and he's like, oh, yo, bro, like, my dad works there. Like, I could tell him to take a look. And then you're like, oh shit, yeah, sounds good. And then dad goes over to HR and goes, hey, there's someone that's applying that's so-and-so. I think he's a good kid. And then they put your name at the top of the list. And then boom. It's so much about who you know. And it's kind of actually depressing. And I think the thing, if I was ever to go back to college, the thing I would do over is I would be much better about making those connections. Because I, at some point, kind of just like stopped giving a fuck as much. Because like, I just wanted to get it over with. By like my junior year. But if I was really smart, I would have probably went hard on that. because I didn't realize it till it was too late.
Thanks for patching me up.
Shit. Yeah, I graduated. That's funny. I could have actually got a job out of college working in a very, very, very nice Fortune 10 company, because I knew someone whose dad worked on, who worked in a very high position there, and they offered to get me in, and I was gonna, but then I actually got my offer from Uprising, and I wanted to work in esports instead. And so I traded in, making like probably 80 grand, maybe 70 or 80 grand starting salary for 15 an hour, because I got to work in esports and it was what I wanted to do.
An enemy here.
Do you ever regret that decision? Not even a little bit. You know why? Because I met a lot of cool people. It gave me a really good perspective. I got to travel a bit for it. And it also gave me the setup to start streaming. Holy shit, that was terrifying. Yo, Brandon, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate it, dude. Much better than wearing a suit every day. I mean, I still had to dress up. I didn't have to wear a suit, but I had to wear like a, but I actually, well, I still had to wear like a button down, but eventually I got lazy and I started wearing like a collared shirt, and then nobody said anything, because like, who the fuck was gonna say anything with the fucking esports people not wearing fucking fully, you know what I mean? Full stuff. Okay. Link just said he's gonna get on in a